My family holds secret dinners without me, and I just found out the reason why. I'm a 29-year-old guy, the oldest in my family. I've got 3 siblings, a sister who's 27, a brother who's 25, and the youngest, a 22-year-old sister. For most of my life, I've felt like we were a pretty close-knit family. We have these Sunday dinners every week, and it's something I always looked forward to. Holidays, birthdays, and even random weekend get-togethers, my family has always been at the center of my social life, or at least that's how it used to be. Lately, though, things have felt different. It's hard to explain, but there's been a weird shift in the way everyone acts around me. At first, I thought I was imagining it. I'd show up to dinner and it seemed like I was missing parts of the conversation. They'd laugh about something that happened, and when I asked what they were talking about, I'd get vague answers like, "Oh, just catching up," or "You had to be there." I chalked it up to me being paranoid. I figured maybe it was just my anxiety making me read into things too much. But then I saw something that didn't sit right with me. It was a random Tuesday night, and I was scrolling through Instagram before bed. My brother's girlfriend had posted a story. It was a photo of my family at a restaurant. A nice one, too, the kind we usually reserve for special occasions. They all looked happy, laughing together, but the thing is, I wasn't there. I hadn't even known about it. At first I thought maybe it was an old photo, but the timestamp was from that night. The next day I casually brought it up to my mom. I didn't want to seem accusatory, so I just mentioned that I saw the photo and asked if they'd had a nice time. She gave me this weird, almost guilty smile and said, "Oh, it was just a last-minute thing. We thought you were busy with work." It felt off. My schedule isn't exactly unpredictable, and even if it were, they usually check in with me. I didn't push it, but the more I thought about it, the more uneasy I felt. A few days later I was hanging out with my best friend and I told her about what happened. She agreed it was strange and said I should just ask them directly if something was going on. I wanted to, but the idea of it made me feel sick. I was scared of what I might find out, so I decided to let it go and hope it was a one-time thing. But it wasn't. Over the next few weeks I started noticing more and more events I wasn't invited to. Little things at first, brunches, game nights, a trip to the beach. I only found out because of social media posts or random comments in our group chats. It wasn't just one person leaving me out either. It seemed like everyone was in on it and I had no idea why. That's when I decided to start paying closer attention. I looked through the family group chat and realized there were jokes and references I didn't get, things I had no context for. It felt like there were 2 different versions of my family, the one I was part of and the one I wasn't. I decided I needed to confront them, but every time I worked up the nerve, something stopped me. It's hard to describe the feeling of standing in a room full of people you love and suddenly realizing you're an outsider. I thought maybe I'd done something to upset them, but I couldn't think of anything specific. I hadn't had any major arguments with anyone recently, and as far as I knew, things were fine between us. The breaking point came last Sunday. We usually have dinner at my parents' house, but my mom called me in the afternoon to say they were rescheduling. She didn't give a reason, just said they'd let me know when they'd plan the next one. I was a little disappointed, but I figured maybe something came up. Later that night, I was scrolling through Instagram again and there it was, another post from my brother's girlfriend. It was a group photo of them all at my parents' house, eating dinner like usual. My entire family was there, except for me. They had the Sunday dinner without me and didn't even bother to tell me. That's when everything clicked. This wasn't just a few random missed invitations, they were deliberately excluding me. It felt like a punch to the gut. I wanted to call them right then and there, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just sat there, staring at the photo, trying to figure out what could have changed so suddenly. I spent the next few days avoiding them. I skipped answering texts and didn't respond in the group chat. I didn't know how to face them without breaking down or getting angry. In the meantime, I started paying closer attention to their social media posts and the things they were saying to each other. I was looking for any hint of what I might have done wrong, but there was nothing obvious. It got to the point where I couldn't ignore it anymore. I posted on Reddit asking if anyone else had experienced something similar. The responses were overwhelming. People told me I wasn't crazy, that something was definitely up, and I needed to confront my family directly. Just when I thought things couldn't get any stranger, I got a private message from an anonymous account. It said, "I know why they're avoiding you, but you're not ready to hear it yet." Before I could reply, the message was deleted. I was left staring at my screen more confused than ever. What could be so big that they felt the need to hide it from me? I realized I couldn't avoid this any longer. I had to confront them and find out the truth, no matter how much it hurt.